Hey, what is up guys? I hope you're all doing very well. I've been keeping an eye on the meta now for the past couple of weeks because I'll be casting Open number 3 for CDPR this weekend, so I'm obviously very excited for that opportunity. And this list is one I have sort of put together after watching last weekend's top 16 qualifiers. So a lot of players brought this list, and I think it's safe to say that it is a meta list. It's very strong and it is treating me very well on ladder. So I'm going to show you a few of my games and also how this list works. So currently we're in the midst of a very greedy meta, and unless you have a list that is more greedy than your opponents, you're always going to come second. Of course, the other option is having a lot of control, and this list has both. So firstly, we start off with the Precision Strike leader. This is very nice because you have 3 charges, and then you also have a Broccolon Sentinel that will damage an enemy unit by 2 points. So let's say you're playing against Gurney Cora. With this leader you can ping off all the fruits, and then after a well-placed Nature's Rebuke you can kill Gurney with a Broccolon Sentinel perhaps. So it's a pretty nice leader to have, and it's definitely a must in the current meta. Now, to make this list even a little bit more greedy, we have Feign Death, and Feign Death is very nice if you need to secure a round or if you are being bled. Here's another new card that you might have seen by now. It's called Simlas. Now, Simlas is extremely powerful. He will play all copies of a bronze special card from your deck. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you have at least 2 copies of a special card in your deck at all times. I normally tend to go for Orb of Insight, but that's merely because I like playing Orbs of Insight at the same time. This is a new card and it's very strong. It boosts an allied unit by 2 and gives it Vitality 2. Now, while in your graveyard, this will remove a counter by 1 whenever you play another special card. It has a counter of 3, meaning if you play 3 special cards after having played this card, you'll be able to play it again. It will come into your hand and you will have to pick a target for it. So that's normally why it is very nice to have some cards on the board other than something like the Whisperer of Doblathana. This is an exceptionally strong card. It has a ceiling value of 27 points, meaning if you keep your entire row empty, this 3-point card will be able to make 8 copies of itself with 9 total on your row. So every time you play a special card, this card will spawn a base copy of itself to its right. So you can do this until your entire row is filled. That's of course if nobody kills your card. It also has Veils, so cards like Orbs of Insight won't really find as much value on a card like this because the Vitality 2 will just be wasted entirely. Alright, and then you of course have 2 Dryad's Caresses, so if you already played some of your orbs, you might want to keep your Dryad's Caresses in the deck for Simlas. You also have 2 Nature's Rebukes. These are also pretty powerful if you play them right after each other, and Simlas is just another way to do that. Of course, you need to have a nature card in your graveyard before you can play your Forest Protector, so just be careful. All of these shiny new cards aren't necessarily nature cards. Only the Dryad's Caress and Nature's Rebuke is a nature card. The rest tend to be spells. Now, Tempering also happens to be a nature card, but you only have 1 of those, so be careful. Simlas will not be able to draw this card out in a pair of 2. Alright, so the goal of this deck is essentially to get as many points for Gourd as possible and end off with a very large Gourd. So a Gourd boosts himself by 1 every time you play a special card. That's why the Orbs of Insight are so strong. It's because you get to play them more than once. Now, to make this even a stronger combination, you can use something like the Elven Seer. Now, whenever you play a special card on this card, you will be able to spawn and play a base copy of that special card. So if you use Dryad's Caress on Elven Seer, you'll get another copy to play instantaneously. Now this only works once, so you can't continuously spawn cards on this one. You'll only be able to play 1 and then play that same card on a different card, or on the same card if you'd like. It just won't spawn another copy. What you want to do is you want to play your Orbs of Insight on that, because you'll then be able to play another Orb of Insight, and you'll have 2 of these in your graveyard. Now, this gets a bit complicated, so just keep an eye on your graveyard. Go in there every once in a while and look at the counters, because once you've played 1 Orb of Insight and you play your second one, the second one will of course trigger the first one, and the first one will already be on a counter of 2 instead of 3. So let's say you play 3 Orbs of Insight right after each other. You have set up your Elven Seer on the board, and you now play Simlas, and you draw 2 orbs out of your deck. You will then be able to play 1 orb on the Elven Seer, which will immediately make another orb. You play the second orb, and then the third one will come from Simlas. That's 3 orbs in your graveyard. Now, if you go into your graveyard, you'll see the counter will be 1, 2, and 3, meaning if you play another special card in your next turn, you will instantly trigger all 3 of those, because the first special card will trigger the first orb, the first orb will trigger the second orb, and the second orb will trigger the third orb. So you'll see how strong this can be, and obviously you want to use that sparingly. You want to get that into a second round just in case you get bled. You don't want to just waste your orbs from the graveyard. In a way, they are a carryover essentially. Then you have the Sorceress of Doblathana. Again, a very strong card. If not dealt with, this will create a special card, giving Gord just 1 more point. So this creates and plays a bronze squared cell special card with a provision cost equal to or lower than the card's power. So if you can boost this card by a few points, you have the potential to create another orb. An orb is 6 provisions, so this needs to be at least 6 points for that to happen. Otherwise, you can just use it for 4, and you still can get a bit of value out of it. Alright, and then we have Dunka. Now, on Blue Coin, it's always nice to start off with Dunka, because Dunka will be able to boost itself with the tactical advantage stratagem you have, and it will be a little bit more difficult to kill her. Now, Dunka will be boosting square cell cards in your hand, meaning all of these little valuable engines will get boosted out of killing range, and that's definitely something you want. Then of course we have a little bit of removal in the form of Heat Wave. You definitely will need it in this meta. You also have Call of the Forest, and this allows you to play any square cell unit from your deck and boost it by 1. Keep in mind that Isengrim's Council will look at a random Dwarf, Dryad, and Elf from your deck and boost it by 2, not 1. Also, we only have a single Dwarf in this deck, which is Gord, your most important one. So Isengrim's Council will always give you the option of drawing Gord, which is very important to remember. So if you are going for Gord and you don't have him in hand, but you have Isengrim's Council, he will always draw Gord, guaranteed. Then of course we have Falv, which plays a nature card from your deck. You also have Maxi to make sure that you draw into your most important cards. And that's about it. Now, I know this sounds a lot more complicated than it is. You'll quickly get the hang of it. It's a pretty strong deck, and if you know how to pilot it correctly, you can get pretty far with it. I'll now show you 3 games, and I hope you enjoy playing a bit with Square Tile again. Got to Pro, what's the next stop? Top 500?
You shall die, worm.
Black Rose, thanks for the follow. 1 and 2. Anything you should buy after the expansion? Well, after your break. It's almost a bit late for the expansion, unless you want all the new cards. You get a very nice board with it, as well as card backs and stuff. But the journey is definitely worth it. This journey in particular gives you all beta music, as you can hear. Oh well, I don't know if this one is beta, but I do have the Monsters and Nilfgaard beta unlocked, which is quite awesome. Off to play some Rusty Lake. I actually want to still play that Red Syrian, Rusty Lake Hotel. Yeah, it's on my list. Alrighty. We shall begin with Sorceress of Dol Blathana.
Illusions. You've yet to see what they
I think we determined that we cannot outpoint monsters round 1, even if we try. Especially if he's drawn all of his cards. So passing at some point is definitely viable. This is gonna be an Idrin list.
The Valley of Flowers. There is no place more beautiful. Splendid crops this year, and ever they shall be. Leave it to me.
I'm playing RL Roots, and it is morbid and pretty disgusting. Oh, really? Like, does it have a good story, or do they just overdo it for no reason? Gunter, thanks for the follow.
The earth will flow with the blood of Enshay, the blood of elves.
The blood of elves. Megascope. Nice.
They say you are what you eat.
Head north, Vanity.
Alright, so we have to play 2 specials before we trigger that again. Oh, I had another Elven Seer. I didn't even see it. It's kind of hidden. Weird. Oh, so he's gonna spawn griffins, aren't he? Oh no, he went for the oms. The omnoms. Huh. Alright, well, I guess I go for a Dryad's Caress, though it plays only for 3 points, which isn't ideal. But it gets another 3, which will give me 6, so I think I first go into Maxi.
You can run, you can hide.
1,
but
2,
I
3.
will make
What a hand. What a hand. Problem is Simlas isn't exactly something we're gonna draw, but this is too good not to draw. Okay, so when we draw Orb of Insight, we have to know Broccolon Sentinel is next. So I must try and not brick. The story is creepy but good. Oh, really? Then it's definitely my type.
I can never finish.
Okay, so now he plays a Relic and all those boosts. So we definitely need to get out of the round. Ratcatcherus, I just don't want him to play She Knows for carryover. My goodness. Okay, well, this is a pass from me. Playing Instant Ulcer? No, I'm just playing the normal meta squares list. Hey, Patman, how are you doing? This is the meta one, I'd say. At least I'd call it meta. This is the one you'd normally see on ladder. Alrighty, so. Isengrim's Council will always draw me Gord. I don't know if he's going to try and bleed, but anyway, I'm shuffling Gord away. Dunka is very nice. And then I don't really need Dryad's Caress. You know what? Have I played a Nature's Rebuke? I haven't. Okay, so my Forest Protector is bricked. I think I actually keep this hand. Let's see what he does. We have a pretty OP hand. We have a lot of options. Precision Strike is still there, which is really nice for us. So we can ping away his fruits. Ping away his Gurney if Karantha is used. What does he go? Mamuna. They always go for Mamuna. What a point slam. Not bad. I'm glad to hear that. I'm doing really well. I'm tired for some reason, but I think it's because I had class yesterday. A class can drain you, but it's really interesting, the classes we have. But I'm enjoying Gwent, at least. I cut the heart out of a corpse that fell out of a grandfather's clock. Fed a placenta to the dog, cut it... you know what? I cannot make a deck guide if I read all of that aloud. So I won't do it. Oh my gosh, Red Syrian. Oh, Bloody Mistress. Well, what is he going to use with Caranthir is the question. Hmm?
Await the signal. Till then, don't budge.
That's an awful lot to commit around to, yeah.
When pigs fly, eh? The elders must put a stop to this rebellion, else they will face devastation. The soil is fertile with magic.
We still have some orbs. I completely forgot about our orbs. That will get us ahead nice. He's trying to 2-0 clearly. Yeah, I can see that. Okay. So, I'm going to do this. Do this. Do this. Do this. Very nice. I think he knows there's no chance now. These Whisperers of Doblathana, they're just so strong. And it's always nice to get the Orbs of Insight as carryover instead. She who knows? That is not allowed. Silly Nunu. What is your last card? Why is there consideration here? I was just about to say. Purge him, Tia. He tried to greed you, but your deck is greedier. True that. And now we don't have bricks in hand, which is nice. Oh, very nice. Huh. Well, we win. I wonder if he even gives us a chance here to show him what we have in store for him.
I could drown you in a single drop.
So we're going Falv into Call of the Forest, into Simlas, into Nature's Rebukes. Fair, fair. Woo! Alright. Next orb? Yeah, next orb will trigger if we play 1, 2, 3. So we'll have to use the next orb on Forest Protector. If we want the most value, of course. If he has Heat Wave, that's sad, but I still think we win. Witch Apprentice. Alright, very nice. Here we go.
Won't let us talk to strangers.
Feign not ignorant. Remember to whom you speak. 1, 2, 3.
Please let us play our last card, sir. Okay, well, it would have been 20 points. 20-point gourd.
Don't make me laugh.
Okay, Syndicate. Probably get rid of an orb. We don't need gourd though. It's a bit early for gourd. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Though we are on blue coin. So we don't want to overdo it.
Spit it out already. I don't have all day.
At least we know Syndicate doesn't have a lock, so we're good unless he decides to heat wave or anything like that. He is eyeing it suspiciously. Ah, interesting.
Kedmil Vanadane.
Oopsie.
Reach high into the sky.
I was hoping he wouldn't use his poison just yet. A bit of a bluff. Yeah, a bit of a bluff. Okay, I'll take it. The suspense is killing me. What is he considering? What's going on in his head? A smuggle. And he overspends too, meaning he is passing right after this. Yes, yes, no. No, no, no. Okay, no. Not good enough. Not good enough. Wisdom, thanks for the follow. Yeah, there's the pass. Okay, so... I mean, Feign Death has an excellent bleeding synergy in round 2. We easily overswarm. And there it is. Yeah, this is definitely a bleeding round. Okay, I'm getting rid of tempering, I'd say. Oh, this is just beautiful. Except for that. Now my Simlas isn't gonna work like I hoped it would. Well, to be fair, that was greedy from me. It's a bit greedy, yeah. Well, I can now draw something else then. So, I will draw into Whisper of Doblathana. We'll start off with Feign Death.
Do you hear? They approach.
Yeah, that sounds good. So he knows what's coming. Do you have a heat wave? Do you have an answer to the threat? If you do, you will play it. You do not. Interesting.
Splendid crops this year, and ever they shall be.
He likely
Leave it to
kills that. Question is whether my Alvin Seer survives because of it. He might have ample control. Let's see, he's played Yeah, he's played only Crime so far. So he's played one Payday, one Dip in the Pond Tower. He definitely has more of that. Bloody Good Fun, perhaps, in hand. Horson, okay. That is fine. Now, if he spends more, it means he doesn't really have other spenders in hand. Okay, he does, so we kill that real quick. One time I insta-swears flying Redanian, poor guy just passed. Oh. Ferko? Okay.
Got a preference? You're lucky to keep your heat.
So, setting up tunnel drill?
Only one of us will still stand by the end of the day.
Most likely. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be a horrible person here.
The elders must put a stop to this rebellion, else they will face devastation.
There we go. Tunnel drill value decreased. Quickly solving that problem. Now, are we going to be greedy and keep the orbs of insight for Simlas, or are we gonna Dryad's Caress? I think screw Simlas. I think we go with an orb. Set up Gourd. Ah, Cleaver. That's nice commitment. Alright, so we get Cleaver out. Now he's definitely going to play Tunnel Drill next. Okay, I need to make the drill awkward for him, so I need to boost my 3-point cards. Or, well... Or rather, no. We boost something else, like this. There we go. That's a tiny bit more awkward. Still going? Yeah, we are. I think a chat is concentrating as hard as I am. That's what's happening. Give me tunnel drill. Do it. You know you want to. Ooh, we have a few orbs coming out soon. Slander. Ah, you're playing Bounty. Alright. So you likely have Witchfinder as well, but did you draw them all? He definitely has Tunnel Drill. He's just setting it up. There we go. He's going for it. A Juan, thanks for the follow. Okay, well, my orbs will come out when I play my next card. Now, I can either continue to bleed, or I can go into the next round and get more orbs as carryover value. I mean, he's quite desperate to win the round, which is interesting. I almost feel like getting the orbs out to see what I get. Yeah, screw it, I'm gonna do it. Give me all your bounty cards. And Finctor, thanks for the follow. How's it going? It's going nice. Yeah, see, he has a bit of a conundrum. You can clearly see he doesn't know what to pick. So we definitely have to continue bleeding. How big is my gourd? The thing is, he definitely relies on bounty and probably has something like Graydon. Therefore, he doesn't know what to commit because without the other one is useless. He definitely has a strong hand. That's for sure. Or else he wouldn't have spent all of his coins now to get out. Kurt, see, bounty. Oh, he purified it. Interesting. Did he mean to? Did you know what is? I didn't say the S, I said fincter. Because there is an English word that begins with the S. So I didn't say the actual word, no. I almost feel like going all in here. Probably not. What are the chances we 2-0? It's probably gonna be a big mistake. You think I should pass? Do it? I don't need convincing. Give me all your cards. There she is. I knew it. Okay, and now you need a spender or you need Graydon. Poison. Nice. I told you, chat. I was expecting Witchfinder and Graydon, worst case scenario. But at least you get them out then, and my short round is stronger than his. Interspace, thanks for the follow. Ah, GG, I had a lot of fun. That was a fun game. Yeah, GG. That was one of my more fun games throughout the day. Let's see. We're on blue coin. Yeah, this is gonna be a bit tough because we have committed feign death before. And we still didn't win round 1. Which is a problem. So for me, this is all going to be about setup. And getting out. And then at least we can play feign death in round 2 if necessary to survive the bleed. It's really tough because you don't want to give monsters round control. A not so smooth criminal. Griffin. Okay, next up. Do we set this up first? We can get greedy.
The elders must put a stop to
Yeah,
this
we can get greedy.
else they will face devastation.
We have to. Worst case scenario, we pass at 7 cards. How come you use that stratagem? The tactical advantage. Well, okay. That's fine. Because you don't want to give it Veil.
Grow, my beauties.
This already has Veil. Meaning that you will end up giving vitality to a veiled unit, so you'd rather... I mean, we have Dryad's Caress, so see, he just locked it, and now we just Dryad's Caress. You normally use Crystal Skull. Oh yeah, but see, Crystal Skull is very awkward, because, again, you simply... Either you use it on Dunka, who already has Veil, so you just lose out on 1 point of value. Or you use it on something like this, and then you get an orb, and you can't even use the orb's vitality. You see? Yeah. But it depends what cards you're playing, of course. Perhaps you're playing something different. So I do that. I get an orb. Ah, that's horrible. I deserve an orb. Ah, that's not fair. Well, okay. Wayla, I guess. I should have gotten an orb with 12 points. I think this card should at least, it should play the highest you can get for bronze. Like, it shouldn't give you the option of a 4 provision when it's 12 already. Oh, now he's gonna kill it. He kills that one. Okay, I prefer that one, to be fair. Yeah, it's 6 provision, but I have 12 points. So it should have given it to me. Alright. Which apprentice? See, he's already getting ahead here. And we need to get out. Yeah, it's a bit sucky, but there's not much we can do. Especially if his next card is something like She Who Knows. 9 blue coins in a row. 1, 2, 3. Okay, get rid of the sentinel. Nice. Nature's rebukes are nice, but I can get a forest protector to get another. Simlas currently not a lot of value. Unira. Ah, someone's trying to owe me. That's not very nice. Why not rebuke with 1 leader ping? Because preferably I try and keep the pings for the fruit and gurney. And also, I'd rather use rebuke on something else. It's complicated. I thought about a few things before I played that. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Let's see. I need to do this swiftly. I lose out on a lot of points, which I don't like. Oh, he's planning on playing She Who Knows, huh?
Illusion. We get to see what they can accomplish.
We'll have to kill her then. Oh, Gankayen.
It's crucial not to lose your head.
Grow, my beauties. Reach high into the sky. The soil is fertile with magic, and dead to one.
Please don't have She Who Knows. Ugh, the next Mamuna. Oh my goodness.
A better world. When pigs fly, eh? Splendid crops this year, and ever they shall be. Leave it to me. Get me up, Peter.
Blueberries, blueberries. The lady of the woods.
No mercy!
The Valley of Flowers. There is no
You are
place
no
like it.
lunet of fire.
Whew. This is BS. I really need gourd now. I'd be very unlucky if I don't draw it, because I have 7 cards left. Oh, thank goodness.
Your magic can't harm me. No magic can.
Look at my graveyard. Now we really need to hope this person doesn't have heat wave.
They say you are what you eat.
4-point Dryas Caress. Doesn't feel good. 3 to Maxi, 1 to Gourd. Come on, big Gourd. Come on, Gourd. Come on, Gourd. Save us.
Used to chop wood, but the pay's better for souls.
I'm so damn tasty. It's a pity I can never finish.
Yes. Yes.
Livers are for
We got it, chat. We got it. Hell yes. Hey, we've been winning all our Squid Cell games. That's not too shabby.